With a brand new video today. We got a new card coming out of Raging Tempest, and this is kind of an interesting card. I haven't looked over this card yet, but from what everyone has been talking about, it seems like this card is going to be a replacement, or it's going to be a punishing card for Desires, or it's going to help it in the same way. So this card is All-Consuming Glutton. It is a level 1 Dark Fiend type effect monster with question mark with stats being unknown. This card is, by the way, summonable through oh wait, no, you can't special summon this because it says it cannot be normal summon or set. It must be special summoned from your hand by banishing 5 or more cards face down from your hand, your side of the field, and or extra deck, and cannot be special summoned by the way. So you can't special summon this by the ways. You have to basically, you know, banish 5 cards from your hand anywhere. So this card gains 100 attack and defense for each banished face down card. So for example, if your opponent has played a Pot of Desires, you played a Pot of Desires, this card is going to be 2,000 attack plus the 5 cards that is already banished face down for this effect. So it's going to be 2,500 attack out of the gate. At the very minimum, it's going to be 1,500 attack, which for a level 1 monster is decent. This card cannot be treated or used for materials for infusion, sync, or exceed summon. So basically, you can't, you know, overlay into this. You can't basically use this for anything. You can't even tribute this card, which is not very good, but that's okay. Once per turn, if the card battles an opponent's monster during the damage step, you can banish that opponent's card face down. So basically, if it attacks a monster, even if it doesn't kill it, it just banishes it straight up face down. This is actually a very good card. I actually think this card might be side decked in a few decks, simply because banishing 5 or more cards face down is not a difficult thing to do. Plus, the extra monsters don't have to be face up, so you don't have to special. So you don't have to banish pendulum monsters, but you are banishing valuable resources regardless. But this card is decent. I think you might actually see this being side decked in most decks. Side note: if you're playing this with a deck that runs Tenki, you could banish 3 Tenkis, and that would be a requirement, because I know that 3 Tenkis is pretty abysmal on the field. Actually, keeping Tenki on the board is pretty bad right now. But I think this card might actually see some side deck play. I'm not sure whether this will create its own archetype, but it's an interesting card. I don't think we ever actually have a card exactly like this before, that just basically kills everything and puts it face down, and then gains attack and defense equal to that thing. So it's a pretty good card, I think. Anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think about this card in the comments section below. What would you put this card in? And would you side deck this card? What matchups could you possibly think of side decking this card in? So I'll see you guys in the next video. This has been Team MFOs. I will see you guys in the next video. Signing off.